Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that this video finds you well wherever you are. I'm doing okay, and I want to say thank you for your continued support to the channel. If you're watching for the first time, kindly hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell. You can also like our videos. Raila Odinga recently announced that after the Holy Ramadan, he's going to call back demonstrations. That statement sent chills down the spine of many leaders, especially those in the government and the Ruto allies. Very many stakeholders and experts are weighing in the debate. Others are asking Raila Odinga to give dialogue a chance. But others are saying that William Samoei Ruto is manifesting lack of seriousness with the bipartisan talks. One of the people who spoke about this issue is the renowned lawyer Patrick Loch Otieno, aka PLO Lumumba. Lumumba is saying that when a country is being led to destruction by its leaders, even if God reasons with them, they think that God is mad. And he has tagged there William Ruto, Raila Odinga, Ledama Lekina, and Kalonzo Musyoka. I'm just wondering why he has only picked William Samoei Ruto from the Kenya Kwanza team and 3 from the Azimio team. There are 2 things that I want to completely concur with. One is that this country is being led to destruction. In fact, it is by the grace of God that it has not plunged into the abyss of total destruction. The other thing that I want to agree with is that during such moments and when leaders are leading a country to destruction, even if God talks and speaks to them, they will feel that the Lord is mad. My question to Patrick Lumumba is just one. Between William Ruto and Raila Odinga, who is leading this country to destruction? That is the question that we really need to scrutinize and unearth. It is either Ruto or Raila or both. By the end of this analysis, I want us to deduce who exactly is responsible should this country plunge into political abyss. Patrick Lumumba, when Raila announced his intention to call for the first demonstrations, he went on national TV, Jeff Koinange Live to be precise, and he warned that what Raila Odinga was about to do was tantamount to treason. And he told William Ruto in no uncertain terms that he should punish Raila Odinga, that he should use all the powers that he has to ensure that Raila Odinga does not succeed in the demonstrations. And many people wondered what had become of Patrick Lumumba, because Lumumba is a lawyer. He was one of the panelists when people were crafting the new constitution. And he understands very well that there is freedom of picketing, there is freedom of association. And so if he says that our leaders are leading this country to destruction, but when God is speaking, they think that God is mad, it is because those who are supposed to speak and advise William Ruto do not want to do so. If people like Patrick Lumumba are the ones advising William Ruto to deconstruct and destroy Raila when he calls for mass actions that is entrenched in the constitution, what do you expect? What do you expect? Because it only means that William Ruto will lead this country into political turmoil. William Ruto wrote a letter to diplomats in Kenya. The USA Senator Chris Coons came to the country. All this to intimidate Raila Odinga to stop championing for electoral justice, to stop pushing William Ruto to reduce the cost of living. But Raila made it crystal clear that what he's doing is entrenched within the constitution. So when I hear Lumumba coming again and saying that the country is being led to destruction, one wonders why he cannot just tell William Ruto to the face that the server must be opened. You know, all our wars and the problems that are bedeviling Kenya today are only hidden in one thing: opening the server. Because when Raila goes on saying that his votes were rigged, William Ruto maintains that he won fair and square. We shouldn't even go to the streets. We should just tell William Ruto to open the server. What do you think can happen if one day all political pundits, all the experts, all leaders, the clergy, the Law Society of Kenya, civil rights groups wake up and they just say, we want sanity in this country and we want this server to be opened? The language is just one: open the server. People go and throw the courts and they say, in the interest of public opinion, we want this server to be opened. What do you think will happen? But we have leaders like Patrick Lumumba who still want to hide under the guise of Pan-Africanism, and they don't want to advise William. They are misadvising him. And that is the reason why we are where we are today. So when this country goes down, it goes down with all of us, including Patrick Lumumba. So Raila Odinga has called for a return to mass action because William Ruto is not serious. And the reason why he is not serious is this: he had appointed the 7 bipartisan parliamentarians that is going to meet Raila's side. But they continue with chest thumping and claiming that Raila Odinga just wants to get to the government through the back door. How then do you engage in talks with people who continue to demonize you? Because they don't see the seriousness of what we are talking about. They are already giving conditions that the only thing that they want to talk about is the recruitment of IEBC panel and nothing else. And they say it in public rallies, in churches. How then do you trust such a group? Because then it means they're wasting your time. Then we hear talks of interference with the server, only to mean that they requested for a ceasefire so that they can engage in tampering with the server. And this is why Raila Odinga is calling for demonstration, so that even as they engage in bipartisan talks, the demonstrations will be going on. And it is entrenched in the constitution. As long as they don't have weapons and they're demonstrating peacefully, they are allowed to picket. So Patrick Lumumba is very right that we are headed to destruction. But one thing that I want to tell him is that they are misadvising William Samoei Ruto. They should wake up, stand up to be counted, and just say that we should open this server so that we can sanitize our country. Otherwise, when we continue to go to Twitter and make such statements, sometimes those statements are reckless. Sometimes they are very, very inflammatory. We need to wake up. People just need to say the truth, and the truth shall set us free. The truth is hidden in the server. And Patrick Lumumba should now wake up and be counted. Let him say the truth if he wants to save Kenya. That is my take.